Hi everyone! We are going to look at rating photos and how to put photos into the Lightroom mobile app for editing. We've got a lot to do here in the next week. So, if you shot in the Lightroom mobile app, the photos are already in the Lightroom mobile app. If you shot with a different camera, you need to add the photos to the app. And in this search and organize photos in Lightroom for mobile, it's going to tell you how to do all of this stuff in their very short little prompts. How to copy and move photos between albums, how to remove photos from an album, how to organize albums into folders. So this is the written part that goes into the nitty-gritty for you. Okay? And there's one for iOS and there's one for the Droid. And you're going to find that on our Pixel NRG website. So look down in week 2, I believe it's week 2, for all of that fun, and you'll be able to follow along step by step. So on 8/15/2020, I decided to go out and shoot 100 images that day. I started off by going on a hike, and where I shot about 80 photographs, and then later in the day I have family in town, and I was asked to make a photograph of my stepdad with his dog. So I shot a ton when I did that. As you can see here, there's a whole bunch of them. And I had to go through and just pick a couple that I really liked. So as I'm scrolling here, let's see if I can see. Right here, this was the one I chose. It has 5 stars. Well, how do you star a photograph? Over on the right-hand side, you can see at the bottom, there's a star. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 up from the bottom, the little star. So if I click on that, make it active. You see when it's active, it's got the little line by it. And you can see at the bottom we've got stars. So I can click on those stars, or I could flag it yes or no. Or I can come over here and say, I'm not going to give it any flag. I just want to give it 5 stars. So I can tap with my finger, drag down to take the stars away, or drag up to add the stars. And I'm doing that on the left-hand side of the screen for the stars, and on the right-hand side of the screen for the flags. So basically, I star everything. I give it 5 stars. So what I'd like you to do is take your 100 images and go through and give them 5 stars, the ones you like. And remember, you're going to be submitting 10, so you want to aim for 10. Now, on this particular set of images, as I scroll down here, I'll just add a couple more into this. So if I click on this image to make it big, my starring is still available. I can, once again, just do that. I can cycle through here. I can just tap on the 5 if that makes more sense. So whatever you like to do, either way it works. So that's how you add stars or take away stars. Next up, I want you to take the 10 images and put them into another album. And to create a new album, over here on the left-hand side where it says albums, there's a plus. We click on the plus and we're going to click new album. And I'm going to call this the 10. And then I'm going to do a space from, what do I want to call? The 10, and I'll just put 100. No, I'll put Project 100. That makes more sense. Project 100. Okay. And I'm going to hit OK. So now, down here below that other one, I just have the 10, Project 100. Now, as you can see, these ones that are 5 stars are scattered throughout my 100 images. I want to filter those just to make it easier to move into this new album. To do that, I go back up to the top of the window and I hit what looks like a little filter. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the right-hand side. And now I can filter by all of these different things. But I want to do the stars, so I'm just going to hit the 5 stars. Now, here are all the ones that I have as 5 stars. And unfortunately, there's 15 of them in here. But I'm just going to click on one, and it brings up this select option. So I'm going to pick the ones that I want to add to the album. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4 selected so far. 5. Oh, let's see here. 6. 7. 8. Oops, I'm still on 7. Which one did I miss? 7. 9. And, oh yeah, this one I love. That's my favorite photograph of the day. Anyway, so I've selected my 10. And if I go down to the bottom, you'll see Move To. And I'm going to click on Move To. And I'm going to choose that new album that I just created. And I'm going to hit move. What it's going to do, what Lightroom is going to do, it's going to move those 10 photographs from my first album into my 10 album. Now that I'm here with my 10 images, you can share that URL with me. Okay, I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to click on the 3 little dots, and I'm going to click on share and invite. And in here, this is where you're going to set it up to be able to share a link with me. So let's go to link settings first, and I want you to turn on show metadata, show location info, allow comments and likes, allow JPEG downloads. Only I'm going to have access to this because you're going to send it to me and no one else. So turn all of those on. Then I'm going to go back, and up top you can see that there's a link there, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to copy that. Now that I've copied it, I can go to Canvas and paste the link into the assignment that you're submitting. Then I will get that, and I will be able to access this album of 10 images. So that is the first assignment. Have some fun.